Well, let's start. Hi everyone, it's me. Let's travel back to the year 2020 and eat spicy food together. Note that this year is the year 2022. This video came out 2 years ago.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and
Hi Sean Evans.
you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today I'm joined by
Matt Pat.
Matt Pats in disguise.
That's right, Sean. I snuck onto your show.
Why?
Because you've invited a bunch of other YouTubers onto Hot Ones, but never me. What gives? You saw I have a food channel now, right?
Well, you know, what the hell?
That's right, a food channel. You probably thought I'd come on here and talk about super boring science stuff. Well, I'm here to talk about super exciting science stuff. Now then, I've prepared a presentation on the transient receptor potential cation channel subfamily V member 1.
One very long presentation later.
One very long presentation later. Yep, sorry.
And there you have it. What do you think?
Ta-da!
Whatever, but like at this point, like, it's hard for me to even look at a chicken wing.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Food Theory.
Hello Internet, welcome to Food Theory. Hi.
The show that spices up science by peppering in puns. So one show I resent not being invited onto, one show I enjoy watching online is Hot Ones, which, as you probably know, combines celebrity interviews with pain by forcing
Keanu Reeves.
both interviewer and interviewee to eat spicier and spicier chicken wings as the episode progresses.
That was Gordon Ramsay just now.
I don't want to do that.
Kansas don't know how to do no hot wings. Oh! Oh! Guess what got me? God.
On their final interview question, guests take on the infamous Last Dab sauce, made from the hottest peppers in the entire world. And I just so happen to have myself a bottle of the Last Dab sauce that I've been saving for a special occasion. Just look at that thing. Beautiful, isn't it? Now, if it seems like I'm totally brown-nosing the show, it's because I totally am. I want to be on Hot Ones. And just in case I ever do get called up to the big leagues, I gotta be prepared. That's why today, Steph and I are getting spicy. Phrasing. Gotta try that one again. That's why today, Steph and I are bolstering our spice tolerances and doing some spicy science. Today,
Spicy science.
through good old research and experimentation, we're gonna show you and ourselves how to stay cool while eating hot wings by testing the best antidotes the internet has to offer. All right, so we are here in the Spice Lab, as I like to say. It is our pale imitation of the First We Feast Hot One set.
Okay.
And you must remember that this video came out in the year 2020. Yeah, right now it's in the year 2022. They made another one in the year 2021. So, looking forward to 2022's one. I'm sorry.
So, where are we starting in terms of like relative tolerance to spice? I already know, but you should say anyway.
I'd say I'm decent with spicy foods. Stephanie, meanwhile,
I'm a wimpy.
the first step in our quest to make spicy a bit more icy is to figure out which spice antidotes to test. On Hot Ones, the go-tos are water and milk, so we'll definitely be testing those, but guests on the show are also welcome to bring in their own home remedies.
Like yogurt, ice cream, just plain old ice.
And they've brought in all sorts of creative spice chasers. Avocado, alcohol, Thai iced tea, donuts, even straight up lemon juice. And the internet has plenty of other suggestions too. And I do mean plenty of other suggestions. So in order to identify which ones we want to test, we first have to know how spice works. When we talk
Honey.
about the spice in a pepper, what we're really talking about is the chemical capsaicin. And yes, I'm pronouncing it capsaicin because that's how Merriam-Webster told me to pronounce it, even though I have never once heard anyone in my life pronounce it that way.
Capsaicin.
So
Capsaicin.
if you don't like it, take it up with both Merriam and or Webster. When you eat a spicy pepper, capsaicin molecules attach to TRPV1 receptors in your tongue, which trigger a pain signal to your brain. In addition to spice, TRPV1 receptors also detect acidic conditions and hot temperatures in your mouth. Basically, whenever they get activated, the result is a stinging hot pain.
Pain.
So if you've ever bitten into a jalapeno and felt like your mouth is burning, well, that's because capsaicin has activated the exact receptors that would tell your brain if there was an actual fire in your mouth. And in case you're wondering, yeah, you've got TRPV1 receptors all along your gastrointestinal tract. And I do mean all the way to the end. So
Yep. All the way down.
So if you've ever eaten something spicy and felt it later on, that's why. Now, the more capsaicin a pepper has, the more TRPV1 receptors it activates in your mouth, and the spicier it's gonna be on your tongue. Fans of hot ones know all about the Scoville Scale, which describes the heat level of a pepper based on its capsaicin concentration. For reference, a regular old bell pepper has 0 Scoville heat units, or SHUs. A typical jalapeno might have 8,000 or so, and the Moruga scorpion pepper, the hottest pepper known to mankind in 2012, and also the pepper from which my bottle of the Last Dab sauce is derived.
But remember, right now it's in the year 2022. 2012 is 10 years ago. Literally a decade ago. A decade ago. Wow.
Averages 1.2 million SHUs.
Yep, it's in the millions.
Why did I specify the year 2012, by the way? Because the Moruga scorpion pepper is no longer the hottest pepper in the world. You see, humans have gotten real good and real aggressive about breeding super hot peppers in recent years, and as a result, no pepper stays atop the pedestal for long. Since 2011, 5 different chili peppers have held Guinness's title of world's hottest pepper. If you went anywhere near YouTube in 2017 or 2018, then you're mighty familiar with the current record holder, the Carolina Reaper, which averages over 1.6 million SHUs.
The Pocky One Chip Challenge.
It's made with a Carolina Reaper, and there's only one in each package.
It's nothing to me.
Look at the eyes, look at the eyes.
So Link has the hiccups.
Instant regret.
Rhett looks like he wants to die.
My tongue's like about to fall off. What? I don't know, it just got my lips.
So yeah, the race to make the world's hottest pepper has gotten fast and furious, and Hot Ones has managed to keep up with it all. The latest iteration of the Last Dab sauce is derived from Pepper X, which is rumored to have up to 3.18 million SHUs, basically twice as hot as the Carolina Reaper, although that's yet to be confirmed by Guinness. So a Last Dab sauce at least that spicy awaits me if I ever happen to be invited on the show, which means that I have to beat capsaicin by dissolving it, by overpowering it, or even by soaking it up. After 7 rounds of testing antidotes, Steph and I will use that info to develop the ultimate spice chaser recipe and test it against the Last Dab sauce as our grand finale. First up, we tried soothing our tongues with good old-fashioned water.
Round 1, fight!
Made available to Hot Ones guests in like every episode. Should we cheers?
Oh, cheers.
Cheers.
Ding.
Capsaicin, like many oily substances, is insoluble in water, which means it doesn't dissolve in water. So while cool water may feel temporarily soothing from a temperature standpoint, it doesn't actually break capsaicin molecules down at a molecular level the way that some other chasers we'll be testing out today will.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and drink the water because I
feel the burning.
My mouth is definitely at a heat level where I would be able to tell if it were reduced.
Right. Oh yeah, no, totally. Nope.
While the water's in there, it feels better, but as soon as I swallow, it just comes right back, actually.
Yeah, while it's sitting in your mouth and on your tongue, it feels like it kind of like drowns it out for a minute or two.
Yeah.
But yeah, as soon as you swallow it down, it is no bueno. On a scale of how effective was it, F to A+, what would you say?
What is the lowest passing grade? D?
Like D.
D. D for don't give that to me after something really spicy.
D.
It is passing grade, but it's D.
For it didn't do a whole lot?
Yeah, exactly.
I was gonna say like C. It's like, didn't really do anything, but at the same time, like, you know, wasn't offensive.
I think we should move on to the next one.
All right, next. Next, we tried whole milk as our soothing agent. Milk is another go-to chaser on Hot Ones, but unlike water, it also comes highly recommended by science. 80% of the protein in cow's milk is casein, which does have the ability to dissolve capsaicin molecules. This is for the same reason that soapy water is better at getting grease off a pan. Soap molecules surround and carry away grease molecules, and so, in theory, does casein. But in order to understand how well milk works, we need to try it for ourselves. Oh yeah, that's pretty darn good. So again,
oh wow, oh wow, that actually does, like, because I feel where the milk didn't touch, I still feel it burning like on my lips.
Yep.
But in my mouth, it's actually really nice and neutralized. It doesn't feel cold or anything, but it feels cool.
It comes back certainly, but slower and less strongly. The pain. So it's actually really pleasant.
I would give milk like a B+ or something. Milk did a really good job with the inside of your mouth and maybe keeping it cool for about 15 seconds.
So it went from a D grade to a B+ grade.
Let's say B+ too.
Yeah.
I think
Ultimate chase grade.
so too. So milk worked better than water, but I'm not convinced a B+ is gonna be cutting it against the last dab sauce. So we continued with alcohol. Since capsaicin is soluble in alcohol, science left us with little choice but to go in and buy some vodka.
Alright, case in point, please don't do this. They regret it severely. Please don't. Just a huge warning, please don't do this. Like, I'm begging you, please don't do this. Thank you.
We are actually not drinkers. We just don't like the taste of alcohol, actually. And so we had to go out and buy alcohol for this experiment because we don't just like keep high concentration alcohol on hand in our house.
We're what we call educational drinkers, where we like learning about alcohol and taste testing a lot of them and learning about the history and being able to like identify interesting things in the flavors of them. But when it comes to like actively seeking it out for enjoyment, we're just not those people.
Yeah, we're not this.
For enjoyment, yeah, not just me too. I love to learn about this, but actively searching for it for enjoyment. Yeah.
People
Getting crunk in the name of science. Woo! All right, cheers.
cheers.
Come on.
Boop.
Boop. Okay, here we go.
There's no
Okay.
cup for this.
This is classy. Here on Food Theory, we're classy stuff.
This is gonna get us
There you
demonetized,
go.
isn't it?
In 3, 2, 1, close your eyes.
Nostrovia. We can always cut this one if it does.
Science!
No.
Oh, uncup.
Oh, that made it worse.
Oh, it did. Oh God. Why isn't it working? Chemistry.
It's
Oh,
so much
jeez.
worse now.
Whoa, it's like everywhere and it's hotter. Why? From a chemistry perspective, I thought it was soluble. What
There's
happened?
so much.
Matt is still trying to think about it. Stephanie is like, nope, I'm out of here. He's like, nope, it's a nope.
Saliva
F.
in my mouth and I want to spit it out.
Science has lied to me and I don't know why. I'm gonna do some.
I'm just glad that Matt is still commentating about this. It's like, okay, I'll give you detailed feedback on the spot.
Research and follow up in probably VO to explain why this didn't work.
Thanks, me, I'll take it from here. Turns out
Oh, so VO means for, if I'm not wrong, voice over. Yeah, hi. Thank you so much, VO. Matt.
alcohol is a bit of a double-edged sword when it comes to fighting spice. It's true, alcohol dissolves capsaicin, but even an 80-proof alcohol like vodka is mostly water. And on top of it, it turns out that ethanol also activates TRPV1 receptors, which is probably why the vodka, which is 40% ethanol, added to our overall pain.
Like, I'm actually sweating after that one because it's like, wow, that made it a lot worse.
I know, that was bad.
Oh, that
was
is terrible. F's across the board.
F.
Round number 4. I hope it's a lot better. This one's lemon juice. So the rationale here is, first off, if you watch the Gordon Ramsay episode of First We Feast's Hot Ones, he just downs this stuff by the boatload. And so we're like, well, we got to test it out. Do you know anything about the chemistry here?
Yeah, so lemon juice is acidic. That means it has a low pH, and funny enough, capsaicin is, at least compared to lemon juice, a base. So in theory, eating a...
In food theory.
I just love it that Stephanie is being so serious. It's like, in theory, it can actually da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then Matt is like, in theory, wait a minute, in food theory.
Drinking a lot of lemon juice should help
Sorry, not sorry.
neutralize the capsaicin. Oh, okay, lemon juice.
Okay, ready? Cheers.
Huh?
Woo, over the teeth, over the gums.
It is helping, but
Yeah.
also the lemon flavor is so tart.
So far and away, lemon juice is the #1
It's like a
heat
more,
reducer right now.
yeah, it's like a more permanent solution actually.
The downside to lemon juice is you're drinking lemon juice. Lemon juice, thumbs up. I would give that one. I would give that an A. A for me. What about you?
A minus.
Okay. Round number 5, sugar water.
Matthew's too nice to tell you this, but I've started burping a lot off camera. It's really bad.
It's true, but I respect her privacy because women don't burp or pee or poop.
And she is your partner, your spouse, your wife.
This is what I've learned.
Now for this round, we absolutely saturated room temperature water with granulated sugar. That means we kept stirring in more and more and more sugar until the water couldn't dissolve anymore. This home remedy is all about taste. The sugar won't dissolve the capsaicin molecule,
But this distract you, I think? Distract you?
the way that milk did, for example, but our research suggests that the sweet taste will simply overpower the spiciness and drown it out with a strong, pleasant flavor. Wow, that works really well. That
Oh, sweet relief, literally.
sweet relief. Good job.
I love that pun. Literally sweet relief. So nice.
Good job. Cheers to that. Like, as soon as I pour this in my mouth, the spice just disappears. It just goes away immediately, almost entirely, and it stays that way for a good couple of seconds. When I swallow it, then the spice creeps back. Unlike the lemon juice, which kind of noticeably took it down levels every time I took a sip, this one
Comes right back.
it comes back and it's at the same level.
In the first 5 seconds, it's like an A+. And then after that, it's like B-.
It does dip off, which averages out to like A-.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Okay,
there you go,
fine.
we agree.
We gave bread a shot because some home remedies claim that starches help soak up oily capsaicin, kind of like a mop would. We also saw Gordon Ramsay bust out donuts during his Hot Ones appearance, so I'm curious to know whether those were entirely about the sweetness or if the bread itself does some of the legwork too. But hey,
And also donuts is quite sweet as well, so it can help reduce it maybe, or maybe like overpower it. Probably.
hey, whether or not this one works, it's just an excuse to eat bread. And who doesn't love an excuse to eat bread?
Oh look, I made a Stephanie sandwich.
Oh my god, shut up.
It's a step.
I just love it that the Stephanie is just like, oh my god, this spiciness. Oh gosh. Alright. Oh, ooh, spiciness. And then Matt Pat is like, yeah! Oh wow! Yeah! Sandwich! I just love this kind of dad pat, Matt Pat thingy.
Stephanie sandwich.
And we quickly discovered that the bread alone was not gonna help.
This isn't really doing anything.
Right?
The only-
This is such a ripoff. What is this doing? My mouth is so hot right now.
Which is surprising because this is one of those really popular myths, right?
Right.
That bread
Right,
and like
bread is
carbs.
supposed to do it.
And you see people like shoveling it down. It's not doing anything.
No, it just tastes good after you eat a hot wing.
Yeah, it's actually less effective than water. So I'd say this is like D. Finally, round number 7. Here it is, the grand finale, the nectar of the gods, Diet Coke. How's your mouth feeling at this point?
You see, into this part of the video, Stephen is like, gosh, we are not doing this again. Little did she know. Little did she know. Alright, in case of point, right? Diet Coke, Netpad love it, so yeah.
Okay, I'll admit it, there wasn't much scientific reasoning behind this one. We just happened to have Diet Coke in the fridge, and you know me, I never turned down a chance to riot with the diet. Honestly, we went into this expecting Diet Coke to be the worst of the bunch. The idea of carbonation bubbles adding to the spicy pain just didn't seem all that pleasant.
Then why do you even do it in the first place? Well, since you have the materials, might as well try it, so the more you know.
Diet Coke for the memes, for the tradition.
This is gonna be bad.
Will the nectar of the gods cure us?
Oh, it actually works surprisingly well.
Yeah!
Turns out Diet Coke isn't half bad as a spice chaser. Way to go, buddy. I shouldn't have doubted you for a moment. And there's actually a couple reasons for this. First, it's fairly acidic with a pH of about 3.2, which means that it's working in largely the same way that the lemon juice did. Second, it had an overpowering sweet flavor that did the trick pretty nicely. And the carbonation bubbles didn't really bother us like we thought they would.
It's interesting. The carbonation gives your tongue, I guess, something different to feel on it. And so you have these like bubbles popping in your mouth.
That distraction, I guess.
So I guess your mouth is confused.
They say that the aspartame in Diet Coke is actually much sweeter than your mouth can actually even process.
Yeah.
The sweetness actually does have an effect.
Wow. Nectar of the gods, man. It's not one that like numbs it long term, but as like an immediate solution, it works really well. So I'd say this one is like B+ territory.
Yeah, B+.
So let's see. Alright, lemon juice, sugar water, Diet Coke. Whole milk. That's interesting. All these are very nice stuff. Interesting.
B+.
Yeah, it's not as good as lemon juice, certainly. It's an immediate solution, it works really well. So I'd say this one is like B+ territory.
Yeah, B+.
Yeah, it's not as good as lemon juice, certainly, and it's not as good as pure sugar water.
This doesn't work. No, it doesn't work.
No, the bread still doesn't work, Steph.
So with all 7 rounds under our collective belt, Steph and I reconvened in the kitchen to develop our ultimate spicy food antidote. We kept
ultimate spice chaser.
A few key takeaways in mind. 1. Acids like lemon juice really seem to work best for permanently dulling spice pain. 2. Overpowering sweetness like the sugar water and, to a lesser extent, the Diet Coke really help to kill off the spicy pain in the short term. And 3rd, we both agreed that we shouldn't overlook casein, as milk definitely dulled the pain as well. So we looked into recipes that incorporated all 3 elements of our takeaway trifecta: acidity, sweetness, and casein. However, this wound up being easier said than done, since acids, such as lemon juice, cause milk to curdle when they're added together. Now, we were able to find some drinks out there that technically accomplish the trifecta, like Brazilian lemonade, which incorporates limes, along with sugar and condensed milk, but in this recipe, a fair amount of water is also added in order to stave off curdling, so it's a no-go. Weakly acidic liquids like coffee are able to combine with dairy and sugar, but we found the acidity of coffee was too weak to make a difference against even our medium levels of spicy sauce. Since getting a lot of acidity and sugar and dairy looked to be out of the question, we decided to focus on our 2 strongest performers, acidity and sugar. This eventually led us to a lime simple syrup, which is essentially lime juice jam-packed with so much sugar that it takes on an oozy, more viscous consistency. Steph and I found that not only did it taste great and kill off medium-level spices really well, but the additional viscosity was a huge help in stamping out spice pain because it hung around on our tongues a lot longer than runnier liquids, especially when it was served cold. Now, this whole simple syrup breakthrough got Steph to go on the viscosity train in a big way. In fact, she wound up ditching my solution and going off to make her own super viscous chaser using honey for its intense sweetness and peanut butter, which provides plenty of oils to bond to the capsaicin. So with our 2 spice chaser antidotes in hand, there was nothing left to do than test them out against the final boss of the episode, the last dab.
Oh my god, this is like a RPG, like a game like that. Level 1, level 2, level 3, and now it's the boss fight. Boss fight. Let's go.
Woo! All right, Steph, you ready?
No.
I know how much you love spicy food. Are we gonna do a dab?
Yep. That's right. It's gonna be very spicy. Sorry.
It's the final boss of the
Alright,
episode,
let's start.
the last dab.
Boss fight.
Woo! All right, Steph, you ready?
No.
I know how much you love spicy food. Are we gonna do a dab? Multiple dabs? Whoa.
Ready?
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 1, 2, 3.
Go. It's definitely hot. Oh, oh. Oh my god, there it is, there it is. Let's get the antidotes
hot.
going. Okay.
It's heating up. I'm getting hot and sweaty.
Come on, come on, come on.
I'm getting there. Are you drinking my drink?
Oh, I got it. Oh.
It's definitely lingering in the back of my throat now. Okay, I like it. This is good. I feel pretty good. You can definitely feel the heat surging back into your mouth, and it's a lot faster than with the lesser spicy wings.
I just love the remedy that they thought about it scientifically with research, with details, with the facts that they can improve onto this. It's awesome.
It happens a lot faster and it comes back much more intense. But again, I think my solution is working pretty well.
Here's the thing. The combination is actually the way to go.
Really?
So putting that in your mouth,
Okay.
it coats it. It gives you a different taste. It gives you a different sweetness, but the peanut butter sticks on your tongue and actually holds some of the spice on there.
It does. It's like a Band-Aid for your mouth. Ooh. It's also delightful. Wow, it is
I
hot.
noticed
It's
that.
not
Oh
leaving.
god, it's so hot.
It's not leaving.
It's so hot still. Oh god, it's worse.
It took a long time to bloom. It took a long time to get there, but it's there.
It's
I
there.
hate breathing.
Yeah,
It's there, it's
hashtag
there.
relatable there. Ooh.
It's a Band-Aid. It's
Breathing
awesome.
doesn't help.
So the other theory behind this was that a lot of Thai food uses a lot of peanut in sauces in combination with a lot of spicy things. So I
Right.
thought that maybe,
It doesn't go away. It doesn't
No.
go away.
so I thought that maybe would help.
It doesn't go
And
away.
even with both.
I like my drink. I think I gotta give the most points to my drink. This is a
Your drink is cold. Oh,
right?
Which is nice.
That's the thing that's missing, I think, from this.
Now, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that the simple syrup or the peanut butter honey mixture was enough to completely neutralize the last dab sauce.
It could be a remedy, but it's not the absolute solution.
That spice kept coming back, and with an intensity that honestly was shocking. But we felt that we came a long way in separating the myths from the reality when it comes to combating spicy food, and we've armed ourselves with the science that we need to compete in the arena with the big boys. If I ever get tapped for hot ones at any point, I am showing up with an arsenal of sugary lime water, peanut butter cups, and maybe even a swig or two of Diet Coke. Sean Evans doesn't know it yet, but he's met his true match in science. I'm ready whenever you are, buddy. But hey, that's just a theory. A food theory. Bon appetit. While we're on the subject of surviving foods, check out our episode on surviving radioactive foods. Yeah, we do that kind of thing on this channel too. And the way 2020 is going, might be wise to snag some tips for feeding yourself post-apocalypse. So hit that subscribe button if that sort of content is interesting to you. And if you do, well, then I'll hopefully see you next week for our next upload.
See you next week. See you next time. Thank you all so much for watching this video together with me. I hope you find this video very interesting to watch. If you do like this video, please remember to like, share, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below if you have anything to share with us. Don't forget to follow my channel and sincere appreciation of the support and encouragement for work. Thank you so much. It's very uplifting and motivating, inspirational, encouraging to see all your support, positive, wholesome words in the comments down below. And don't remember. Don't remember. Why did I say don't remember? Right. But hey, that's just a theory. A food theory. Bon appetit. Thank you. And I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye bye. Subscribe. Thank you.